Hey, what's up everybody? We are back today doing another Gwent quest video. This is for the quest called Skellige Style. Now, in order to start this off, you need to head out to the Skellige Isles, and you're going to want to go to Trottle Harbor. From Trottle Harbor, go over to the notice board, and on the notice board, you'll pick up this quest. If you've just gotten out here, you're going to have to advance the main story just a bit in order to get access to this NPC, Ermion, who is located all the way over here. Now, the quest will direct you to him, but once you get over to him, just know that you see a big tree that when you get to the top of the mountain near the quest marker, and he's actually underground, underneath the tree, down in these little caves that are around the mountainside where the tree is. So just walk around the mountain until you find a little hovel, a hobbit hut, whatever the hell it is that he lives in, and you'll find him down here. We're going to chat him up and get a game started in just a moment. Alright, we are into our game with Ermion here. He is rocking a monster deck, and we just do not have a great card draw out of this, so we'll see how this goes. He's only got 8 points this round, so I think we're going to wind up just dropping her down and taking the round from him. This may be a mistake, given the fact that our card count is real similar to his, and since monster decks run so much muster, we could be in some trouble, but we shall see. Another way to have played that would have been to drop a couple cards down and then medic them out, so we'll just see how this goes. If it gets too crazy with the musters, we may pass and do that anyways in the next round. Not sure if he's rocking a Scorch either. That could be the end of these cards right now. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're gonna pass. And medic those guys out next round and see how it goes. And you can be almost assured that he is running the three witches from the Ladies in the Wood quest. We're just going to have to try to outpoint him in this, because honestly we don't even have... There's the Scorch. Yeah, this is just totally not going to happen, I have a feeling. Oh, there's a chance now. If we get some decent card draw out of him, we may be able to pull this one out. He's got Neckers. Jesus. If he drops a Commander's Horn down there, this is going to be real ugly real quick. There come the three witches. Oh, he's only got 2 of them. That's strange. I don't know that 5 more points is going to matter. We pulled 18 out of it. That's not too bad. Not really the ones we wanted, per se, but this may help us pull out the game. At least this gives us another row to solidly drop a Commander's Horn on. See what these last few plays are from him. Once again, as I said, if he's got a Commander's Horn, I think we're probably in trouble. Otherwise, I think we'll be alright. Or another Scorch. That would suck. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, he passed. We are going to... We're going to use our commander card to clear weather. Get this fog out of here. Drop a couple commander's horns down. Hell, we didn't even need it with that. That cleared it all up. We're good to go. So we'll call that a win. Check out what card we got from him.
Lovely. My congratulations. You've a good deck, but it could use a bit of supplementation. Here, take this card.
Thanks.
You've a knack for it. So much so you ought to challenge Crach. I gave him his deck, introduced him to the game. But the pupil has surpassed his master. There's also Gremist, a vile character, but undeniably talented.
Alright, so we got the Leshen. I believe it is a hero card. Let's pop into our deck, check that out, and then we'll wrap up. The Leshen is a monster hero card. Indeed it is. So there's the card we pulled from him, and we'll be back with the next step in the quest, which will be playing Gremist in just a second. Alright, next stop on our journey is Gremist, the Master Alchemist. Gremist is located just north of where we just were with Ermion, or whatever his name is, Ermion, or fuck if I know. You come out here, you find him. If you haven't been to him before, and you have the quest Practicum in Master Alchemy, I think that's what it's called, you're going to need to do a quest for him first. Once you finish the quest, then he will speak to you and play you Gwent. If you haven't done the Practicum quest with him yet, he's not going to play you in Gwent. So a little bit of running around. The quest isn't really all that difficult. You run into, the worst thing you run into is a Cyclops. I think he's around like level 21. So as long as you can deal with him, you should be good. You probably already ran into one when you came out here to begin with. So that's about the extent of what it takes to get him to play. We'll be into a game with him in just a sec. Alright, we are into our game with Gremist. We're going to see how this goes. We're going to hope for some good card draw with the spies, because we have really nothing in our hand to begin with. We're actually going to hope for some additional decoys, because there's probably going to be a lot of spies going around this game, and that did not help us one little bit. He's going to decoy on one. We don't have a medic, so it's not like we can just take it and, you know what, we're going to play this one first and see if we get a medic. Of course we did not. Alright, so we are going to decoy that off. Pray for more decoys. Which we got Jack, but we did get a medic. Christ. Yeah, this might be a short game. So we're going to give up the round, because obviously we just stacked him with a bunch of spies, and he used his Dandelion card, but not much else. So we'll see how this goes. He just passed to try to force out a big card from our hand. Luckily, we are holding on to a poor fucking infantryman. We're going to use him to win the round. And let it all hang out in the final round. Now, I can tell you, he does rock one of those dragon cards that has the Scorch ability, so careful playing your tight bond cards in too much succession, because he will scorch them off. So just to advance the card play a little bit, we're going to play one of each. It doesn't really matter if one goes off, because we have our medic here, so we're not too worried about that. We are worried about how many spies might show up back on the board as this round progresses, because we can really only get rid of one of them. Here comes one. And we are actually going to decoy him off because he is actually going to be the smallest one that's going to show up. Scorch is coming for, I think, yeah, our Blue Stripes Commando. That's fine. We were hoping for another card draw on a decoy because we have 3 decoys in our deck, but we did not get it, so I think we're kind of stuck with what we've got here. We do have another... We do have another medic now, so we'll see how this plays out. We really, really significantly outcard him, so we may be able to force a pass. My biggest concern with this match is the fact that he could be rocking an actual Scorch card as one of his special cards, and we don't want to load up too heavy into our tight bond cards while that is still available for play. I haven't seen it yet, but that doesn't mean it's not out there. Here comes another spy. Alright, we are going to dump one of these guys down into the fog. And with the spy being a 5, I'm hoping that that is... Ooh. How did... Did y'all see that? I didn't know there were 2 Dandelion cards. I'll have to go look at the deck list again. I didn't think there was possible to get 2 Dandelion cards. I thought he played that in the first round. Maybe I'm having flashbacks to previous games. Because he sure as hell didn't pull it out with a medic. So he's got 2 cards left. We are going to medic out our Blue Stripes Commando. He's got 1 card left. We are going to medic out our little dude. And we pretty much got the game in the bag at this point. Pick a torrential rain card. Yeah, we don't care about that. He's being a sneaky bitch. So, you know, it really doesn't matter. Even if he does have that Scorch card there and he takes those guys out, it's not going to have any effect on the game. I'd say as soon as we clear the weather, we've won, but we won already. So that is him down. Let's check out what card he gives us.
You won. I believe you're ready to challenge Madman Lugos. I do wonder if he'll agree to play you for his...
Alright, so that means we picked up Avallac'h, which I think is a spy card. Let's go check this out. I think he is a neutral spy card. Yes. The Mysterious Elf. Very nice card to have. You've probably seen it played quite a bit and wondered how the hell do I get my hands on that card. That is how you get it. So you get it from playing Gremist out here, and that is it. We're going to go catch up with Crach and play a game against him, and then we'll move on to Madman Lugos. We'll be back with that in just a sec. Alright, we are back to play old Crate and Barrel here, and he is located inside the keep up here at Trodel. You just port up to this signpost. You probably already have it from being up here at the beginning of the game, and head in, walk through the dining area where the big wake was held, and towards the back you will find his quarters, and that's where he's hanging out. We're going to chat him up, get a game going here in just a sec. Alright, we are in our game with Crach now, and we are going to see how this goes. He is rocking a monster deck, which means muster out the ass is what we have in store for us. See if he's rocking any decoys. Doesn't look like he is. Which means there's no reason to rock decoys in your deck. for your special cards on this. That was incredibly random. I think he was just trying to move the game along. Honestly, we don't have shit to guarantee that we're going to... I mean, we don't have anything that's going to get us more Blue Stripes Commandos, so we're just going to put him on the board and see what plays out next. He may just pass. I was semi-hoping that we would wind up with... getting him to play another one of his muster cards, like the Vampire one. He's just not going to do it. Alright, let's, we're just going to decoy him off. We can't. Christ. Alright. Put him back down. We're really just trying to prolong the game to see what else we can pull out of his hand. And he is totally not playing another muster card this round. I was really hoping for it, but I'm just not seeing it happen. Yeah, I think we're going to just take our licks and move on here. If he has the Crones in his hand, or he has Vampires, Neckers, I mean, he could muster out some serious cards still. So, game's definitely not over with yet. We'll see what he throws down. He's going to pass. That means we're going to drop Triss in the mix. Take the win and move on to the next round and see exactly what comes of this hand. What is he still holding? Got a medic. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's go ahead and medic out our Blue Stripes Commando just because we don't have anything else really that we want to play right now. See what he does. One of his cards is Siri. I'm still waiting for the Vampires or the Crones to come out in a muster. I'm confused why we haven't seen those yet. We'll match him with another 10-point hero card. Could he really not have gotten lucky enough to draw either one of those? So 2 cards remain in his hand. One is the Fiend. He's already used his Commander's special ability, so he's got to play a card this turn. Wow, we might have gotten off really lucky with him. And he passes. Wow. Okay. That was the easiest monster deck I've ever played against in the entire game. So I hope you get that lucky, because there were some serious plays that we avoided with him. Let's see what he gives us.
Know what, Wolf? I've this rare card here. Take it. It'll be of more use to you.
Thanks.
You might consider challenging a man in Caertrolda village. A worthy adversary, though a mere tailor. Sjusta's his name.
Alright, we picked up Draug. Let's go into our deck and sort that out. I do not know if he is a... It sounds like a monster. There we go, Draug. We saw him played this game. You've probably seen him in other hands. So that is our reward for playing Crach, and we are going to head down into the town and play Sjusta in just a moment. Alright, so now we are down inside of Caertrolda village, and we have tracked down Sjusta. He is right here. Just take the, once you leave Crach, just head out to the gate and take the signpost down here, and it's a quick run up to his shack. Here he is, and we are going to play him and get a game going in just a sec. Alright, we are into our game with Sjusta, and we're going to see how this goes. Be aware, he does rock, he rocks as many spy cards as you do practically, I'm sure. You're about to see the spy trade occur. Luckily for us, we are rocking 2 medics, so we don't actually have to medic those spies off the board. I mean, we don't have to actually take those spies off the board with decoys. We can just medic them out. We'll see what he plays next. He is an AI that likes to go real deep on the first round if he can. However, he passed out for reasons passing understanding. The first time I played him and beat him, we went like 74-78 in the first round, and I wound up taking him in the first round. But that's not how this one played out. So just be aware of that. He does rock a Scorch card, so be careful with your tight bond plays. We are going to medic out. Spy onto his board. See what kind of draw we got. We got Thaler. Nice. More spies is never a bad thing. Last game I played against him where we went so deep in the first round, I wound up drawing all the cards out of my deck. And the last card was a spy, and it did me absolutely no good when I played it because I had no cards to draw. Okay, so he just medicked out a spy onto our board. That's what we were kind of waiting for. We're going to wait before we decoy it off to see what else goes on here. There's Dandelion. Alright, I think we're going to decoy that off. We may play it and give him this round. We're already up around, so and we've stacked him pretty hard with spies this game. I.e., we've given up a lot of points. Yeah, we're totally doing that. Here's the card we won before. This is an awesome card as a spy for two reasons. One, it's a neutral card. Two, it's a hero card. Three, it's a spy. A hero spy means it's 0 points. Well, just because it's hero doesn't mean it's 0 points. But it means that if you put it on his deck, he can't actually, or if you put it on his board, he can't decoy it off the board, nor can he medic it out of his discard pile. That's why that's such a valuable card. Alright, we are actually going to pull our medic off the board here because we really don't need her to be there. Just to save a card. He may have another medic that he's saving. He may have a medic just like ours. But we'll see. We massively outcard him now, so there's this, I mean, Jesus, we're 2 cards away from drawing the rest of our deck. We are going to play this out, and I'm pretty sure, I don't think there's a way we can lose. Something to mention that I forgot is Something to mention I forgot was the fact that his leader card has this ability here. It says destroy your enemy's strongest siege units in the combined strength if the combined strength of all his siege units is 10 or more. So watch how many siege units you're rocking during this match with him. I meant to point that out earlier and I didn't. You probably haven't seen that commander before. I know I haven't. And that's a new special ability, so you can see I don't really have siege units that will ever well, I do, I guess. If I put that medic down and my 8, that'll allow him to use his commander's special ability, so I need to be careful about playing that. Because that'll just give him 1 more play in the game. The points don't really mean anything, but the plays do. So there is a dragon with a Scorch on it, so this tells me that he also runs, so not only does he run the Scorch card, but he also runs the dragon with the Scorch. I hadn't seen that before, so that's good information to have. So watch for 2 Scorches you could probably get hit with in a game with him. The nice thing is since we don't have any points on the board that aren't hero cards, there was nothing he could really do to affect us with that Scorch ability. I'm guessing if he had the medic in his hand, he would have mediced out a spy already. He wouldn't run his card count down so low before doing it. That's me guessing. But I mean, obviously, there's nothing he can do. I mean, we have 2 Commander's Horns. We've got our Blue Stripes Commandos and triples in triplicate. We've got our Reavers in triplicate. There's nothing really he's going to be able to do to touch us. So we're not going to put that Siege Engine on the board just because. Throw down another hero card. He's going to be forced to play or pass, and we've won as it is. So there you go. Another game in the books. We'll go ahead and pass, take our win, and see the incredibly shitty card that you get as a reward.
Bravo.
Alright, so the next stop on our journey is going to be Madman Lugos, but let's check out this just wonderful, wonderful reward that we got here. Go into your Gwent deck, go to your Sjusta, go to your close combat. He's a 6-point close combat card. Right there. That was the reward you just got from playing that match. That was kind of a strange reward. That's like a random, like, merchant Gwent game reward. I don't know where that came from. So that's kind of garbage. That's disappointing. But anyways, we're off to play Lugos. We'll be back with that in just a sec. All right, folks, we are back with our, what I'm assuming is the last guy among the people you play for the Skellige Style quest. This time it's Madman Lugos. He is located inside his keep. The landmark that you're looking for in order to get over here is probably Holmstein's Port. It is all the way down here. I will go up and give you some points of reference. So here is Ermion, and here is Kertrodel. So from Kertrodel, if you just follow it directly south, you pretty much run right into it. If you head inside, he will immediately play you. He is not somebody who makes you go do a fetch quest or something ridiculous before he'll talk to you. So we'll get into a game with him in just a moment. Alright, so we are into our match with Madman Lugos. Not a bad draw. He is a monster deck, which means this could be really interesting real quick. We are going to start off by dropping our just favorite card on the board. And we're going to hope for Thaler to give us at least another spy draw. Praying. And it did not happen. So we're going to have to deal with what we've got. There's a Necker Muster. So assume that there are at least 3 musters in his deck. He's playing with a pretty fat deck as far as the card count goes. We are going to... We don't even have a Commander's Horn. This may actually be lost before it's won here. I don't know if we give him this round or try to bait out some additional cards. We can play 2 of something here, and then the next round we can medic them out using our decoy. We can play our medic and then pull her off and put it on the board again. Let's see how that goes. And of course he passed because he's a bitch. Alright, you know what, we're going to put these 2 guys down, drop her on the board, and... no. We're going to take the win that way. That's fine. That's fine. It didn't bait out other cards. That's what we were hoping for. That didn't happen. That's no big deal. We'll take the win and try to pull it out in this round. Oh, Northern Realms, I love you. We got another spy card with the Northern Realms ability. That is awesome. Drop that on the board. Got another decoy. Here comes the big muster. Yeah. So with that in mind, he's already lost a round, so he's burned 2 musters, which means he probably has 1 left, the Crones. Right? He played Vampire Necker, Is the Crone the last muster? Yeah, I think the Crone is the last muster. Alright, we'll pass. Take the loss on this. It's 1-1, and now it's a must-win round, but I think we're in a better position this round because he played that muster out. You really got to be careful how you play against the monster deck because you can really get yourself in a bad spot quickly, especially when he does that. If he had done that in the last round and we were trying to stack cards against it, that would have gotten ugly real quick since we don't have one of our own for reasons passing just my horrible luck understanding. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to pull one of those out. And then we're actually going to make him draw down on his cards because we want to see if there is a Scorch floating around in his deck. Grave Hack. Where's the Crone Muster? Do you have it? We don't care about that. We don't care about that. Alright, so he passed. So what I was talking about before, if you haven't seen this before, is that, if you're rocking this Northern Realms leader card, the reason I said I don't care about the weather effects is you can clear all the weather effects off with your Northern Realms leader card. And when I was saying that what we could do to pull 2 of these guys out of our discard pile was that if you decoy off your medic, you can then play it again and pull a card out of your discard. And then if you really wanted to and you had another one, you could do it again. So it's pretty nasty. If you wind up playing your medic and you have your, I think it's Yennefer, the one who's the medic, and you have Yennefer on your board as well, you can use Yennefer to pull your medic out of your discard pile, and then when she comes out and goes on the board, she pulls a card with her, so you can kind of chain that, and then you can decoy it off, put it back on. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do with medics if you set them up right. So, alright, we won the game. I'll shut up. Let's get to our reward card and hope this one isn't such a fail as the last one was.
Dying to gut ye. But then,
What
they'd
is
say
the
Lugos
Katakan?
don't even matter. Take my Katakan
I'm
and
very
sod off.
impressed by it, so let's see what it is. I'm guessing it's a hero card. It's a vampire. Okay, well, that's not bad. That's not bad. And we also picked up the last Nilfgaardian Emperor reward card. So let's go out and check our deck. Go to the Nilfgaardian Empire and look at the. Guessing this is the one we picked up. Cancel your opponent's leader ability. That one's really nice. Playing against that always sucks. And then in the monster deck, we picked up a vampire card, which is nice because the vampires have the muster ability. So that one's not nearly as bad. I won't complain about that. That's nice to have been able to pick that up. So a vampire muster, we'll take it. That lines up with the rest of the vampires we have. So I think that might have been the last vampire we were waiting for to round out the vampire muster set for our monster deck. So that is it. Skellige Style is wrapped up. We've beat Madman Lugos. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care.